Tom, Lough Boora Discovery Park, located here in Offaly, in the heart of Ireland, it's a stunning visitor experience and it offers something for everyone, nature lovers, outdoor enthusiasts, botanists. Can you tell us a bit more about it?
Yeah, and first and foremost, very welcome to Lough Boora Discovery Park, yeah, and we're really happy with it. It has a very unique history in the sense that it was a farmer raised bog that Bord na Móna developed and harvested peat off for 50 years, and then we were left with the idea what was to become of it afterwards. So between Bord na Móna and a group of us locally, we put together a plan to develop it as a tourist amenity. That happened around the mid-90s, and we've been working away in that since. We started out, we developed angling lakes, we developed walkways on the former Bord na Móna railway lines, and since that it has really grown organically, one thing after another. As I say, we've angling, we have fishing, we have walking, we have cycling. We're very conscious of providing facilities for people of all abilities, thus all our paths are tarred, etc. Well, the environment has transformed in that short space of time, maybe 30 years, from being an industrial wasteland into an absolutely fabulous, rich wildlife habitat full of flora and fauna. It's become distinctly unique for its value for especially flora, bird life. We have some very important endangered species like the grey partridge, and lots of other birds turn up. So what I love about Boora is it's fabulous throughout the seasons.
Absolutely, and it must change throughout the seasons, the flora and the fauna and the wildlife.
It changes dramatically. You're here at the moment, the place is a lush green, and come about September, October, it's populated a lot by purple moorgrass, which turns to a golden colour. So the whole hue of the place just changes in literally 2 to 3 weeks. It's a phenomenal change around September running into October.
Yeah. And how many hectares in total does the area cover?
We're covering over 2,000 hectares of what was former Bord na Móna cutaway, which has been developed into, as I say, wetlands, forestry, grasslands, wild meadow, a multitude of habitats.
Yeah, and it's a stunning visitor experience as well. And in fact, the boglands have been around for about 15,000 years, as I understand it. So the transformation of it into a visitor experience is really unique.
Well, it's phenomenal. Like, we've seen it happen in our own lifetime. And as I said, this was an industrial area where people were only allowed in to work. And from that now we're welcoming into the same area something like over 100,000 visitors a year.
Superb.
Yeah.
So you're probably one of the biggest visitor attractions or tourist experiences in the Midlands.
Well, we are, yeah, but I like to think that we're sitting in the middle of a hub of tourist attractions here in West Offaly, and I think we've provided a huge add-on addition to the other facilities, because people can come in contact with nature here. They can go into the town of Tullamore and visit the Slieve Blooms. They can go to Burgh Castle, they can go to Clonmacnoise, Clara Bog, and then they can come into Boora, take in the experience of nature, hire a bike. They can all our bike paths are tarred as over 20-kilometre loop circuits, completely off-road. They have all the facilities for kids, carriers, trailers, so you can take very small kids all around the parklands. So it's working superbly. Superb.
And Tom, you're in Offaly, of course, which is within Ireland's ancient East. How is that working for you? And you mentioned business was doing well so far this year. Has Ireland's ancient East brand helped?
It has. It's relatively new to the area. We're getting in signage like we're becoming one of the hubs for the ancient East, because we have a very old Mesolithic site. It's wonderful to see Offaly being included in the national marketing programme, and yeah, we're getting lots of people now coming over from Clonmacnoise, particularly foreign visitors.
Great.
And I think the Ancient East, it's in its early days, but I can see it has been a huge addition to the county.
Great, and it's gaining traction all the time. And art definitely meets nature here. You've got a very unique environmental sculpture park. Tell us a little more about that.
Yeah, as I said, as developing the parklands, everything has grown organically, and one of the ideas that came into play was that we should develop an outdoor sculpture park. And that idea was developed by a local artist, Kevin O'Dwyer from Tullamore, and the Bord na Móna crew. So what we do is we encourage artists to come into the environment, look at it, get their own interpretation of it and develop their own piece. their own idea, and then we work with them in Bournemouth to develop the piece in conjunction with the artist. So at present we have about 24 large-scale outdoor sculpture pieces, and they relate to either the local heritage of the area, be it the old bog timbers, the peat, and they also relate to the industrial heritage. So we have sculptures like the Sky Train, which is an old train from Bournemouth.
Super. And all inspired by as you say, the industrial heritage or the natural beauty of the landscape.
That is the prerogative, that the materials are built using either of those assets that we have in the area. But we're also developing a craft trail, where we have a beautiful piece now developed called the Gathering of Stone, which brings together. It was done for the year of the gathering, and it brings stone from all over Ireland. It's developed into a very unique sculpture. And we also have a lovely live willow park. And then also we're incorporating in our industrial heritage, Bournemouth's industrial heritage, that is not lost and forgotten. So we're collecting the old machines and putting them in place. So you'll have a combination of the 3 different trails running into one another.
Wonderful. And of course you're award winners, and very worthy award winners. Lough Boora Discovery Park won the Best Environmental Tourism Innovation at last year's Irish Tourism Industry Awards. What did that award mean for you?
It is probably the most amazing recognition that we have been given, and it really took us forward to a national level. You know, we were very much working on a local level. We were judged in our category with the likes of the Cliffs of Moher, the Burren Geopark. So even for our own prestige, it was phenomenal for us to win that award in such illustrious company.
Yes.
And we were delighted to get it.
Great, and very worthy winners, as I say. Tom, thank you so much. Keep up the good work. It's a brilliant experience here, and both the domestic market, international tourists, and indeed schools and families can really get something out of this.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.